Hey, Yuma, whether it is at 94.7 FM or 1320 AM on a radio or on your phone with the KOFA app or on your computer with borderradioaz.org, we are glad that you've chosen us. Stay tuned for What's Up Yuma with Johnny Porter. It's 10 o'clock.
People collect all sorts of things: stamps, antique lamps, sports memorabilia. If you happen to collect cars and you're looking to make room in your collection, look no further than donating a vehicle to KAWC and Border Radio. Pickup is free, and you're helping this service bring you the programs you count on. Learn more at kawc.org/cars.
What's up, Yuma? I'm Johnny.
And I'm Ronnie.
And on today's program, we are going to be joined first by Laura and Gladys from the Arizona Western College Foundation. What do they want to talk about?
I think the year-end giving campaign. So whatever that is.
We're going to find out right now. We're going to do that. And we're also going to be joined by
Alan Grimes. He's a retired FBI agent and author.
That's going to be cool.
He's got some stories.
Yeah, and I think he writes horror or suspense or something.
Yep. Murder mystery.
So stay with us for What's Up Yuma Radio, beginning right now on KOFA 94.7 FM.
And streaming online at borderradioaz.org and on the KOFA app. And you can stream right now on the Border Radio Facebook page and KAWC YouTube page. And email us at whatsupyumaradio@gmail.com.
What's Up Yuma with Johnny Porter is sponsored by Yuma and Imperial Valley Wealth Management, offering solutions for those who value financial planning. YIVWM.com.
Chili from Philly, unique Papa Giorgio from Yuma.
What's up, Yuma? Welcome back to another episode of What's Up Yuma Radio. I'm Johnny.
And I'm Ronnie.
And on today's program, Gladys didn't make it.
Oh, no. But actually, we have Gladys 2.0 here.
Yeah, no, I just I mentioned that because we said it on the promo.
We do have to kind of tell the truth.
Yes, we don't. We try not to lie here. We do our best not to lie.
A little fib is okay.
Yeah. No, we're joined with Laura and Jen, right?
Correct.
Jen from the AWC Foundation. And like we said, we're going to talk about the end of the year giving because today is a special day. I just found that out. I think I was speaking with Ashley earlier when I was at Starbucks, and she asked, who are you having on? I was like, I'm having the Arizona Western College Foundation on. It's like, oh, yeah, it's Giving Tuesday. It's Giving Tuesday. I've never heard this before. Have you heard this, Ronnie?
No, I'm excited to get something. What am I getting?
Wow. Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I think Ronnie heard Getting Thursday. Is that what she heard, Cecilia? She heard Getting Thursday.
Tuesday. Or you could give the satisfaction
so I have
knowing.
To give.
Yeah.
And in turn, we'll give back to you that warm and fuzzy holiday.
That's worth it. Okay, I can do it.
That's great. That's good radio right there, Ronnie. That was perfect.
What am I getting? What did you surprise me with?
I love this show. This show is so fun. Seriously, we have fun here. No, so it's Giving Tuesday, and Ashley made me aware of that earlier, and so we're going to talk about that. But first, we always like to get to know our guest, and Jen, you're new here. You're not Gladys. You're in place of Gladys. But so tell us, what's your connection to Yuma? How long you've been here?
I have lived in Yuma now for about 16 years.
16 years? Okay.
Yes, it is home now. I have worked for the AWC Foundation a little over 3 years. I'm their admin assistant.
Okay.
And I love working for the foundation. It's been such a great experience. It's been eye-opening. Met a lot of great people in Yuma through the foundation.
So what originally brought you to Yuma?
My husband.
Okay. Your husband said, pack up the bags.
We're moving.
We're going to Yuma. Was it military, ag,
No,
a job?
he was born and raised here, moved to Salt Lake City, and then he moved back down here to get custody of his girls.
Okay.
And then I followed behind him.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yes. Good reason.
Yeah. So Salt Lake, that's where you're from?
Salt Lake City, Utah.
Salt Lake City. Okay. You're
born and raised.
Born and raised. All right. And what did you do over there for a living?
For a living, I was a bill collector.
A bill collector.
A bill collector for 20 years.
People love bill collectors.
So you worked for the mob.
Yeah.
That's bill collectors and the IRS. They're like two of the most loved people.
I know.
On
They're
the
like,
planet.
I bet no one answers the phone. No one answers the door.
I always wanted to be like an actual process server. I thought it would be really fun.
Oh, you get to dress up.
Wait a minute.
Like, where you dress up as like the mailman and you're like, oh, just kidding. Here you got papers.
Or a repo person. I would have loved
You
to
want to do that?
I would have.
You must love
You-
adrenaline.
okay, where did this come from? We're going to dive into your childhood now.
Yeah, what
find
trauma?
out.
I didn't even know this.
What trauma did you experience?
She's learning today. So okay, what gave you that
Yeah.
direction in life? What was it? Like you have the tenacity for it? You got the
I don't know. I just thought it would be
Or-
fun to walk up to somebody and be like, "Here, you're served," or "Let me take your car."
Like
so
legalized bullying?
Yeah,
Well, were you a bully in school?
I kind of was.
Or you're like so
Okay.
sweet that people are like, okay, like, thank you for the papers. Or yes, you can repo my car. Maybe you can turn it around.
I think it was more that I was unfortunately a little bit of a bully.
Okay. Look,
hey, it's all good.
We're not judging here.
So
This
was
is
I.
all good. My uncle was known here in Yuma as the repo man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was a real estate agent that branded everything as a repo man because he would go in. He'd love to go on the foreclosures
Mhm.
and repurpose them, flip them, stuff like that. But I was like, wow, that's a pretty ballsy
Yeah,
thing to be able
seriously.
to like. It was all over his truck, and
Yeah.
here comes the repo man.
It's just too dangerous for me.
but
It's
he-
too scary.
that's how he wanted to be known, you know. So then you wanted to get into. You got bill collecting. Did you like it?
I did actually like bill
The
collecting.
fight? Do you
It
like that?
was-
Like, give me your money or
No,
like?
it was actually more of like helping the person.
Ah,
Like,
okay.
that's what I actually enjoyed.
Gotcha.
From it, was
There you
helping
go.
the person get, either their credit back in track,
Exactly.
figuring out a way to pay the bills.
And you always
stuff
like make
that.
deals with people. I was in
Yeah.
debt for a long time. You guys always tracked me down.
Yeah.
I got
They-
served papers a few times.
Did you?
Yes, I know. That's why I don't answer my door anymore.
Oh my
But, like,
goodness.
Yeah, so that happened. But hey, I'm like debt free. It's all good. I
Mm.
did get worked with. Like people were able to say, okay, let's get on this plan, or
Mm-hmm.
we'll give you a deal. So it does help. It just sucks to get caught. It really does.
So you're doing that in Salt Lake, and so did you? When your husband said, "Pack the bags, honey, we're going to Yuma, where I was born and raised," did you left that job behind? Did you have one here?
I did. I
Oh, okay.
started working collections here as well.
Wow,
So
right
I
back
worked-
into
I
okay.
worked collections for about 20 years altogether.
Wow.
And then chose a different career path. And I guess it's kind of the same
Mhm.
in an aspect versus collecting money from people that, don't really have it.
Yeah.
Now we're collecting money from people that want to give their money.
Okay.
Gotcha. Okay, so
Yeah.
when did you make that transition in career wise?
In 2020.
2020.
No.
Oh,
2022. What am I
Okay.
thinking?
it's only
that's
been
okay.
2 years.
My whole
Yeah.
life changed in 2022. Career changed,
Yeah.
marriage.
Oh wow, yeah. Everything just got uprooted.
yeah.
Oh, so the
Yeah.
guy that told you to pack the bags, he told
We
him
got
to
married
pack
on
the
our
bags.
15th
Oh,
anniversary.
gotcha. Oh, you got married. Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
we lived in sin for quite some time.
Oh, that's all right.
Oh.
So it is what it is. I think, is that because you were raised Mormon? Did you say that?
Yes, I was raised
Okay,
Mormon.
that's so cool. This show, everything goes, right?
That's fine.
Like I've been in sin forever. Then I'm like, I'm all good, dude. Like
It
I'm
works.
okay with it. Yeah.
As soon as I could drive away, as soon as I got a license,
Yeah.
I drove away.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
you're
we're-
exploring life.
We're gonna go more. So Porter Rockwell is one of my relatives. You're familiar?
I don't.
No, you
that?
don't know. He was Brigham Young's bodyguard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So well, that's what Porter. There's Porterville up there in Utah. Anyway, my
Yeah.
family's Mormon, so
Oh.
that's the
Oh.
point of what I'm trying to talk
Oh,
about right now.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have
So
a
we're
huge
probably
lineage.
brother and sister.
We could be related. I have so much family up there. Yeah, we definitely could be
Multiple
related.
lives. Yes.
yeah. I don't think they do that anymore. Some of them do. but
They do.
the sex and
Yeah.
stuff like that. They have little sex. Like,
I'm
not the
just saying
other
because
word.
they refer to everyone as brother,
Ah.
Harper, brother,
Yeah.
I see.
sister. So
Yeah, it's all new to me.
Oh, yeah.
I don't really know much about Mormonism. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're not living in sin. You're
Okay,
here,
good.
and so the AWC Foundation. How'd you get involved?
I actually knew Laura and they were looking for a position and I just didn't know what I was going to do. I took like what I call my retirement of 8 months to try to figure out what I wanted to do with my life. I did know that I wanted to come back to school.
Mhm.
I did know about the foundation. My 3 daughters all went to AWC as well. My middle one finished her associates here. Got scholarships through the foundation.
that's
so I
cool.
was aware of that. I was aware of the different foundations at both, ASU, NAU, U of A.
Mhm.
We are a divided household. I had a daughter that went to each one of the schools.
No way.
Yes.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
Okay, like I'm going to dive into that real quick.
How was
Why?
Thanksgiving?
Because they were they so like independent? Like I'm not going to do what my sister did, or what was it?
I
Like
don't
there was
know. I
something
think-
special at each school.
Well, my oldest went to the U of A because it financially worked the best way. She
Gotcha.
got
Okay.
the most scholarships. My middle daughter went to ASU because they had the program she was wanting
There you go.
to go
Okay.
into. And then
And the one
my
that went to
youngest
Flagstaff.
went to Flagstaff with the hopes of she's very outdoorsy and everything and wanted to do that type of a
okay.
thing. But unfortunately, while you're in school at NAU, it snows the majority of the time.
Mm.
So instead, she became a snow truck driver.
Wow.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
She's mastered the
Yeah.
wow.
She did.
Interesting.
I
But
will
she
learn
was
to work with
thinking
you.
about going there and hiking
Yeah,
and
it
doing
didn't
like all
work.
the different things. And it's like very
The snow
limited
said no.
amount of time. Yep.
Yeah, snow said no.
gosh.
That's what happens over there. That's why I stay away from it.
Yes.
It doesn't like us.
So was Thanksgiving? Is it interesting getting them all together? Is there any rivalry?
We did watch the U of A
game.
ASU game this Thanksgiving. My daughter that went to U of A was not there though. So
okay.
we did, of course, cheer for ASU. But
Gotcha.
generally we don't really bring up the topic.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. And so you get here, the position's open. She's your friend, and so what'd you think when you first got the position?
I loved it.
You loved
I mean,
it?
Yes, I've absolutely loved working for the foundation for the last 3 years. I mean, I love the networking opportunities. I love working with the donors. I like just seeing how many people in our community really love AWC. And how
So what
much
was
they
that
give
like
back.
when you first found that out? When you're out there and you said you're collecting money, but not as a bill collector. You're collecting it from people that want to give because they see that value that you're talking about. So what was that like?
It was crazy to see how many people in Yuma really care about the students at AWC. It was mind-boggling to me. Like I just didn't realize there were so many people. I mean, I thought that Yuma, I feel like I've been stuck in a little bubble for, the last, 12, 13 years of dealing with a certain type of population, going to a different type of population. I never realized that there was so many people that were willing to give.
So how do you get people to give their money now?
I'm
Do you have a
holding like
speech?
our... Do I have a speech? I just talk about the foundation and how exciting it is for the students to receive their scholarships, how much it helps them. Even something as little as like $250, you don't think, would go far, but that helps with, that could be their sing gauge for a whole entire year. So that helps them with 2 different semesters. And so and also working with the students. I love working with the students. I sit up front.
What is that? How do you work with the students? What does that look like?
It goes
typically?
from all kinds of things. It goes from them needing help finding where they're going because we're the
They're
first
lost.
office.
Yeah.
We're the first office. They kind of just walk in, all the way to, helping them try to figure out how they're going to afford school. So that's even starting with like the financial aid.
And I bet
so
they're
they come
kind of stressed.
Yeah, they come to you stressed a little bit, and then so you said you're the first office, and so as the foundation, is that part of what the foundation does? Is help them, or you're just a nice person?
Just a nice person.
Very cool. So cool. That's awesome. And so you do that, and so now you have a very intimate knowledge of where this money's going.
Correct.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it just feels rewarding. Like we had a woman come in yesterday that we were able to give her some assistance and just seeing the tears in her eyes and just how much it meant to her, that it was just helping her get through to where she was able to get, Wi-Fi at her house instead of having to go to Starbucks or on campus. And she's a non-traditional student, so she was older. So, just seeing that how much that helped her. And, Laura had talked to her. She had cried to Laura, like not cried, like, but she was overly joyed. And
you guys are like part-time therapists. I love it. You got to help them.
Well, just having it. Jen always undersells herself. She says, I'm the admin assistant. She is really kind of our de facto scholarship person.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's part of how she gets to know the students so well, and the donors and how they want to help and their intent. So she doesn't give herself enough credit that way.
Well, I'm glad you're here to do it for her.
Give her more.
and you're the one that so you told her about the position, so you kind of thought she would be perfect for it.
Yeah, she always had this watching her with her kids, like this caring nature to her, despite being an admitted former bully. But it's the people skills. Anytime you're doing something where in the former position, she's people are going to be amped up and erg. Well, in this
Exactly.
position, students are stressed. They're nervous. Where do we go? What do we do? And so, with the foundation team works really hard the student comes in and it's like, okay, here's where you can start. And so we just try and help get them in the right direction.
That's like the hardest part is knowing where to start.
It is.
Just where do I start?
Yeah.
And if you just have a plan for me, I could follow it. But that's where my brain goes sometimes where I'm like, I don't even know where to begin.
Yeah, exactly.
So I just don't.
So Ronnie does nothing.
So I just sit there.
This is the only thing she does all day is just this show, and then after that, I don't.
I go home and sit on my couch.
I don't. We're gonna have a shirt made for
Mom,
you.
I'm hungry. I don't.
I don't.
No. So okay, we're going to take a quick break, and on the other side of the break, we'll talk about the Giving Tuesday, and we're going to talk about a little bit more about what the foundation does, the purpose, when it was created, and all of that. Is that all right?
Sounds great.
All right, good. I got a consensus, so I'm going to do it. All right, you're listening to What's Up Yuma Radio right here on 94.7 KOFA Border Radio.
Ever wanted to be on the radio? Still talking into your hairbrush in the mirror? Border Radio needs you as a volunteer host. Share music, stories, and local conversations that matter. No experience necessary. We'll provide the training. Email info@borderradioaz.org or call 877-838-5292 for more information.
Good morning. This is Cecilia Holland-Braithwaite, one of the hosts of Morning Edition on KAWC. Here to remind you that you can access music and news from across the street and around the world using our KAWC.org website. KAWC program archives and local podcasts like Arizona Edition, The Hot Spot, and Siendo Primero, as well as national NPR shows are waiting for you in our KAWC KOFA app. Our app can be downloaded through the App Store and on Google Play.
Hi, Daryl Brogdon here, host of the Retro Cocktail Hour, inviting you to join me for the music that's always served up shaken, not stirred. Whether it's TV crime, jazz, or tiki tunes, space-age bachelor pad music, swinging soundtracks, or other incredibly strange music. It's on the Retro Cocktail Hour.
Saturday evening from 7 to 9 on Border Radio KOFA.
What's up, Yuma? Welcome back to What's Up Yuma Radio. We're here talking to Laura and Jen. And okay, the AWC Foundation, who has the history on it? Do either of you? Okay, yeah, I'll let you go. So when did it first get established and what was its core mission?
It was established in 1963, and its core mission has always been to support all things AWC, whether it be students with scholarships, program funding for like equipment and supplies, and even some infrastructure stuff. So like the library renovation that was done 2 years ago, we didn't pay for the whole thing, but we had money for part of it.
Okay, so let me kind of see how that works. So there was a need, you need a new library, and they came to you and said, could you help, or do you kind of outreach, or you kind of always just synergetically kind of work together?
It depends on the situation. With the library, the foundation had the money. It was left to us as a part of an estate, but we go out and we actively raise money all the time. You know, and it's really about telling AWC's story, and the foundation is, you know, the vehicle that people can support AWC through.
So what's the AWC story then that you would tell somebody?
Well, I think I would talk about all the changes we've had in my short time at the college. You know, we've gone through COVID, had a ton of students, you know, not come back. Then we've got this skyrocketing attendance.
Really?
Any community college in the state.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations, AWC.
And, you know, they're graduating more students all of the time, more credentials, certificates. And our job is to help make that possible for students.
Very cool. How do you find these donors?
You know, Lots of different ways. A lot of it's just conversation. I've talked to folks and they've been like, oh, that's what you do. Well, tell me about like the auto program. And I talk a little bit about Mike Murphy and what he does. And they're like, I really want to support that.
Awesome.
And so then they'll like start up a scholarship for it. And some people just come to us. We have a donor that's doing a check presentation this Friday. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it. Is it public knowledge?
No, yet.
Just tell us.
Oh yeah. I know.
Just tell us. Wow. I was going to say keep it a secret to protect yourself.
I'm
Ronnie's
terrible.
edgy.
I am terrible about secrets and surprises.
Me too.
Okay,
I just say it. Just say what
Ronnie's like whispered in my ear.
And then I'll
It's like-
speak it into the mic. Exactly.
Yeah, it is for HVAC scholarships. So
I love that. I have quite a few
yeah.
friends that work in that field.
Yeah,
and
so
they like it.
It's exciting. And this donor said, "Hey, like this is a big thing in Yuma. You guys have a great
It's
program.
huge here.
Let me start a
Go look
scholarship."
at where we
Yes.
are.
Exactly.
It's the AC part of HVAC.
Yes.
That's very huge.
I bet
here
there's
in
people
Yuma.
still
important.
using their ACs now. Seriously.
Oh, I do. Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Okay, no,
Do
my
you?
my son does. I go home and then
Yeah.
it's like
You're like,
it's
"It's
like
freezing in here."
why is it 72 degrees on the thing? Like it's 70 outside.
Open
Open a
the
freaking
window.
window.
I
You
say
know?
my husband's an AC guy, and
Yeah.
our house is always the perfect temperature.
Oh,
Is it?
he's
Yeah,
mastered it. Yeah. We don't like to sweat either. It's horrible.
So then it's about connecting the dots and saying, okay, we have this program, and probably in the HVAC world, they want qualified
That's right.
technicians. Right. And so it's like, okay, I'm going to give because I know I'm going to get back. I'm going to reap what I sowed because I'm going to get qualified electricians,
That's cool.
HVAC, plumbers, whatever, welders, whatever program we could get back.
Exactly.
And so then you kind of just help make those connections.
Yeah. That's exactly what
And
we
you're
do.
very
is
friendly.
We make the connections
Yeah.
and you figure out what somebody's interested in.
Yeah.
And, sometimes I've worked with folks that I was hoping to get donations from that ended up wanting to really find a different fit with like United Way or the Humane Society.
Oh, okay.
And that's cool.
Yeah.
Like there's so many programs in this community and needs that there's plenty to go around.
That's
like
right.
Jen said, Yuma community is huge on giving
They
and
really are.
and it is Giving Tuesday. That's a nationwide
so what's that?
thing. And you guys are like in public meetings. I can't believe you haven't heard this
Okay,
before.
but there's so many, right? So
Okay,
you got, hold on. You
We're
got
bad.
Black Friday.
Oh, that's a shop.
Cyber Monday.
No, but
Giving
there's the other one.
Tuesday.
There's like Small Business Saturday.
Throwback Thursday.
There's so many. And then so Giving Tuesday, I don't know how new it is, right? And I'm not hip or anything, so
We're old.
I don't
You
pay
understand?
attention to
We're old.
anything.
I'm like, lights out at 8.
Yeah.
I'm old.
Yeah, I don't know anything about this hip stuff, but it's Giving Tuesday. It's a national thing. It's been around since I was born, I guess. I don't know.
Apparently.
Yeah, no, I don't know that
No,
much.
probably not. Probably not.
Yeah.
But so okay, then
Yeah,
it's a national thing. You said so. You guys take part in it to go out and like extra outreach or what?
Yeah, exactly. It's always the first Tuesday after Thanksgiving. I have no idea why, but that makes it easy for my brain to remember. So hey, and right now we have a campaign going on that's really the goal is to help support students with emergency funding and scholarships.
Okay, so what's emergency funding?
Yeah.
A great question. So we had a student come in, great young man, just super funny. And he had specialized glasses that he had broken and could not afford to get new ones. And so he was connected to us by another department on campus.
Gotcha.
He came in and because of the scholarship, he was able to get his new glasses.
Wow, I love these stories.
Me too.
That's a
we were
great
just talking about
story.
how blind we are without our glasses and
Exactly.
contacts.
Wow.
And I'm
Yeah.
sorry, like special glasses are expensive, man.
They are for
Like,
the
it's
lenses
kind
and
of a ripoff.
everything.
Oh yeah,
It's a racket.
Hold on, I found a place in China that'll do it cheaper.
Exactly.
I'm going to say that because I had to get these
Yeah.
glasses, and everybody was like, almost $1,000. It's
Yes.
crazy.
Yeah. Exactly.
And then I found this place in China that did it for $100. They haven't come yet, but I'm watching the
Wow.
little tracking thing.
That's
No joke.
pretty random.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? I did my
Yeah.
research.
We're
and
going to
so
see how long
hopefully
they
this.
last
Well,
and
we're
how
going to
good
see.
they are.
You know,
Yeah.
Right?
We're
but
going to do a video on it.
yeah, I will. I did my research on it. But yeah, so that's cool. So
Yeah.
that's emergency. But what are some other incidences of emergencies? Not maybe that have happened, but maybe that you would cover.
We've had situations where we've supported students with gas cards. We have
Nice.
some students that will drive all the way from Blythe for
Wow.
our nursing program at AWC. That's super impressive.
Yes.
Our students from Calexico
Yep.
will drive over for our nursing
That's cool.
program.
Yeah.
Well, if you're barely working because you're going to school full time
Yeah.
and doing all that
Have any
driving.
money.
Sometimes life happens
Yeah.
and they need a little extra support for a couple of weeks.
Okay.
And so we'll do gas cards.
We'll do the GED testing for
Yeah.
the students
okay.
out
Okay.
of that so that they can get their GED so that they can start college.
And I don't know much about that. That costs money to do, like get a GED test. So yeah, so you pay, so then you would help cover that cost.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we
So
help
they
with
just
that.
come to you and apply, like fill out a paper.
Yeah, they're usually redirected to us. They have both here and in Parker, they have the adult learning program for folks who are going back to get their GED.
Okay.
And so they work with those students. They send us the student form and we help cover those tests. And that's a big one because, you know, a lot of folks coming out in the workforce trying to move up.
Mhm.
If you don't have a high school diploma
Yeah,
or
you
the
can't.
equivalent, you just
Yeah.
can't
Yeah.
anymore. And so,
Yeah.
you know, so you know that they're, you know, likely funding is strapped. So let's
Yeah.
get those tests done so you can move
Start your
forward.
career.
Yeah. And so those are,
Okay.
you know, just a couple of the cool things we also
Mhm.
really support.
Meal cards with the eatery will do. Put
Oh, nice.
money on their cards for the eatery.
This is getting better and better.
I know.
This is so
I'm just
cool.
going to be a student.
Yeah. I'm going to school here now. I want that food card.
Me too.
So
we walk
that-
by, it always smells good.
Yeah.
I know.
I've eaten there. It
Oh,
is
really?
good, actually. They do got some good food over there. So there you go. Okay.
And then
Meal
also
cards.
like rentals for like either laptops or
Oh, nice.
the graphing calculators will help them with that.
I
if
saw
they don't
somebody
have
using
that
one
fund.
today at Starbucks, the
Yeah.
graphing
Those are
calculator. I was like, what is
terrifying,
that?
aren't they?
I'm like, I'm lost.
I'm like,
Just
what are they
Yeah.
doing? And it's like, oh, yeah, that's math and stuff.
There's going to be like
Stay away.
holograms before we know
Yeah.
it. It's going to be
Anyway,
crazy.
but okay, so wow. So
Mhm.
okay, here's my question. Do a lot of the students know this is available?
Yeah.
Like the outreach on that part, because I know you outreach to get the money coming in, but the outreach to let them know it's available is that
I think that the campus itself, AWC, definitely a lot of the different departments that we work with, they do let the students know about the foundation.
Gotcha.
So I do believe a lot of students do. However, you know, you have a lot of students that don't know about our scholarship cycles, you know, even though it's
Yeah.
blasted out on their email and on their Canvas like website, you know, it's just, I guess, what you choose to pay
yeah,
attention
for
to.
sure. Like my email is crazy. So yeah, I could see
exactly.
missing a bunch of cool
Yes.
stuff.
Yeah,
So yeah,
exactly.
I get that. But getting that message out, you said AWC does a good job letting
Yeah.
the kids know.
A lot of the different departments that we work with, or, you know, a lot of departments, you know who we are. So they definitely, if a student is needing
if they
help,
see
a professor,
it,
yeah,
like
even if a professor sees that their student is kind of struggling in
Yeah.
a certain way, then the professor will reach out to
I
us
love that.
and, you know, CC the student in there as well to kind of see what kind of support we can help them with.
That's very kind. So you mentioned scholarships. That's kind of why you're here. I know we only
Yeah.
have like 5 minutes left. So what is the year-end giving campaign?
The year-end giving campaign is really about generating community support with just small dollar amounts.
Okay.
You know, of course, if you know the company that's endowing a scholarship, like wow. But what people don't realize is $25 makes a huge difference. $10 makes a huge difference
Yeah.
because it adds up.
Yeah.
You know, if all of us sitting right here, you know, that's $40. That covers the rental of a calculator for a student. You know, so it's not about quantity in terms of dollar amount sometimes. So the Giving Tuesday year and giving campaign for us will go through December 31st.
Okay.
And, you know, really just asking people to see if they can find, you know, $10, $20 to support, because the more people in the community that do that, the more money we raise. Last year when we did this campaign, it was our first time ever doing it. And we raised almost $5,000.
That's awesome.
And that actually goes a long way for these little emergency scholarships because
That's right.
you know, it's $100 here for a student, $300 for this poor student's glasses, you know, so
Is that your goal? Is that your goal
goes by-
again?
Our goal is 10,000.
Oh, we doubled it this year.
Yeah, that's our goal. So,
and how long do you have to meet that? Is it by the end of the year?
Yep, December 31st.
December 31st. Okay.
Yeah. And if you follow us on Facebook, our Instagram, we're on LinkedIn for the more like kind of professional networking stuff.
Yeah.
And our website. And you can donate right on our website or follow us on Facebook and you'll see the links and the reminders.
Okay.
And what about in person? If somebody,
yeah.
how do you do that in person? You just go visit the office?
Walk
Come
into our
see me.
office.
Okay.
She's like, I will take your money.
The bill collector's there. She'll take it.
She's a professional, you guys.
I know how to take your money, guys. And where's your office at again on campus?
We're in the 3C building. At first, like glassed office doors as you come up the stairs.
The very first one. That's you guys over there.
That is us over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Every once in a while I go through there. And then the Shoning building is
we're
part of connected, but down.
But downstairs. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Do you guys ever get any feedback from students? Like, oh, thank you for this, or, you guys did this for me, or whatever.
Well, yeah, we definitely do with those emergency ones.
Yeah.
Like they actually, like a lot of the times they'll come in person and thank us for it. The ones with scholarships, they are expected to write a thank you letter to the donor.
Okay,
so then we send those to each one of the donors after the scholarship cycle.
That probably feels good for the donor.
They do.
Your money
the donors
actually went to where you sent it.
Yep. The donors love to receive those thank yous and just seeing about what their money is being used for and what the student is going to school for. And so
I like that.
But the emergency ones, a lot of the times the students come in person and they thank us for them and just let us know how much it really means to them.
Yeah. So here's the big question. Can I get a scholarship? Because I need to take the radio broadcasting program out here because I have no idea what I'm doing on this show. So I need some education. I need some help. But how does somebody get that? They apply?
February 15th through April 1st. You go in, you log into the portal, you fill out the application. There's a couple essay questions and then it submits it and it filters it out to which scholarships you qualify for. Some of those scholarships, you just have to go in and hit the apply button. Other ones, you have to go in and write maybe another essay question because the donor's kind of wanting to know a little bit more about
a little more in depth.
Yeah.
Okay. So if anybody wants to donate money to get me in school, and we could, and so I could finally figure out what I'm doing here on this show, that'd be great. So if people are like,
start a special fund
just for me. Yeah. People are gonna finally get him in school. What's that guy doing on that show? Anyway, but thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate it.
Ladies.
Love you guys. Love what you guys do, especially those emergencies. That sounds, fantastic. And it really does, it provokes that thanks, right? That's why, because you're helping them getting in their calculators, their glasses and these things. So thank you so much. And one more time, what's the website they can give on?
It's foundation.azwestern.edu.
All right. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks,
we are going to take a break and we're going to be back with an ex-FBI agent. Retired. Yeah, retired. I guess that's the way to say it.
He was not fired.
No, he wasn't fired. He retired. And now he writes books.
Yes.
I think hopefully there's some books.
Mysteries,
yeah, maybe some cases he's worked on. And, and then they do the thing on Law and Order. Like this, what's that thing in the beginning of Law and Order? It's like, this does not depict any actual blah, blah, blah. And it's like, it is. I read that in the newspaper.
Yeah,
it's exactly it. But anyway, we're going to talk to Alan Grimes after a short break. You're listening to What's Up Yuma Radio right here on 94.7 KOFA Border Radio.
What's Up Yuma is sponsored by Yuma and Imperial Valley Wealth Management, offering listeners a one-on-one, no-obligation consultation to review their current financial affairs and provide strategies for meeting future goals. More at yivwm.com. Investment advisory services offered through CWM LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
This is folk singer Michael Jonathan. He started as a member of Ricky Skaggs' Kentucky Thunder Band. He toured with Lyle Lovett, and now he's on his own. Luke Bull is on Wood Songs, and from England, award-winning songwriter Hannah White, plus an amazing Wood Songs kid. All of this and more on this week's broadcast of the Wood Songs Old Time Radio Hour.
This evening at 7 p.m. on KOFA Border Radio 94.7 FM.
Blood services provider Vitalant is hosting blood drives at Yuma locations on an ongoing basis. Daily personal emergencies and ongoing medical needs of thousands of patients require a constant and ready blood supply. Donations of all blood types, especially O, are needed. Locations, dates, and appointments at donors.vitalant.org.
For KAWC News in Yuma, I'm Victor Calderon. Yuma County residents have a brand new one-stop shop for services that were previously located among several buildings. The Yuma County Administration Services Building officially opened in downtown Yuma. This comes after 5 years of planning and 2 years of construction. County Administrator Ian McGahey said the price tag is about $55 million paid for through revenue bonds.
Yes, it's building a beautiful new building to serve as not just Yuma County Administration headquarters, but to serve the whole community with multiple offices and departments so that our residents, businesses, and visitors can get the services they need in one convenient location.
Among the departments in the new county building are administration, the Board of Supervisors, human resources, elections, and communications. The project was built by Pilkington Construction, designed by BWS Architects, and directed by Kitchell CEM. For KAWC News, I'm Victor Calderon.
Hi, this is Kevin Cubbins, your co-host on Beale Street Caravan. Next time on the program, we'll have music and interview from Liz Brasher. Also joining us will be Dr. Barbara Ching as she continues her series on country music and the blues. That's all coming up next time on Beale Street Caravan.
Thursday evening at 7 on KOFA, Border Radio 94.7 FM.
I'm Chris Wheeler, owner of Prison Hill Brewing Company. I support KAWC because I think KAWC brings a service to the community that you don't get on commercial radio. You have news, you have entertainment, you have things like Science Friday. It's a perspective that is not available on a commercial platform, and it's oriented towards the community, for the community, and from within the community. Prison Hill underwrites KAWC and community radio because of what it brings to Yuma. It is the local perspective told by residents and from the view of people in the community. I don't think you get that anywhere else. Supporting KAWC really does bring a service that is not available elsewhere. It's a worthy endeavor, and I think that will just feed back and make Yuma a better place. I'm Chris Wheeler, and I support KAWC.
What's up, Yuma? Welcome back to What's Up, Yuma Radio. We are here now joined by former retired FBI agent, now author, writer, Alan Grimes. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me. Nice to be here again.
Okay, so we like to get to know our guests before we get into what they do for a living. So where are you from originally? Because I think when I read in your bio, you worked for the FBI in Akron?
I am originally from Akron, Ohio.
Oh, okay.
And that's where I grew up. My first duty assignment for the FBI was the Cleveland Division, and I was in Cleveland. And then I transferred to my hometown of Akron, Ohio.
So how long were you in Cleveland?
I was in Cleveland for 6 years.
6 years. And what years are these?
This is 1995 to 2001.
What was Cleveland like at that time?
Cleveland was a very industrial city, but on the tail end of that, a lot of the big factories were closing, and there was a lot of consternation because it's the Rust Belt, so people were beginning to lose those jobs that they relied on for years and years. So there was a lot of uncertainty during that time.
So as an FBI agent, kind of what's your purview? What are you working on? You don't have to get specific, obviously, but what are you kind of seeing and making sure? Because I know a police officer does the day-to-day type of stuff, the crimes, but as an agent, what do you look for? What do you work on?
Well, my first assignment with the FBI, and probably because I was a cop before that, was with the Violent Crime Squad. Nicknamed the Bank Robbery Squad. So
gotcha.
Wow.
There was a lot of working bank robberies, and probably like you're thinking bank robberies, isn't that a thing of the 1930s with John Dillinger and all of that? But there were a lot of bank robberies.
Yeah. No, it is so much more common than people think. They just don't put it out there because they don't want people to know.
So okay, my only I guess kind of view of Cleveland is that I was a big fan of Bone Thugs and Harmony. Are you familiar with them?
We all love them.
I'm very familiar.
They have a song called "No Surrender" about robbing a bank.
Oh my gosh!
Like they literally have a song about robbing a bank.
Like they're just.
I don't know. Maybe he's investigated them. It's like, wait a minute.
That's why I know them.
These details are too specific. There, Busy Bone. But no, they have it's called "No Surrender." They talk about robbing a bank, and And I was a huge fan. I love the way they rap. I was a rapper, and I looked into it, and I was like, these guys were legit, real criminals when they were kids.
A lot of rappers really are.
A bit of a history.
Wow.
And so, okay, did you like get to see any of that, or like hear about that, or like was that in your wheelhouse?
I heard about that. I did not investigate them personally. I moved from the bank robbery squad to the organized crime squad. Wow. But there were
they weren't that organized. They didn't move. They were just robbing banks. And it's like, they're kind of just doing it. They're not organized. So
they're like, let's go rap. Yeah.
But it was pretty common that that they were into
things like that,
legitimate drug dealing and things of that nature.
Yeah, no, I did like a deep dive on them because I said like I was a big fan, and so I'm like, wow, they weren't lying talking about all this stuff, dealing drugs and robbing banks and robbing houses. Like this is real. So that's my idea of Cleveland. So that's when I asked you what was it like, right? So I just know the crime side of it just because of that. But when you're there, you said you were a cop before. In the what department were you in then?
I was a police officer with the Akron Police Department.
Okay.
So does like policemen run in your family? Why did you want to be a cop?
Well, there was more of, at the time, a financial decision. I was actually, as I said earlier, radio.
Yeah, you mentioned that off air. I asked you if you ever done radio, so you did radio.
But it didn't pay the bills very well.
So you said you did news. So like to give everybody context, you did news. Cecilia is shaking her head over here. I don't know what she's shaking her head about, but I could see
she's
it on
in disagreement.
No, she's saying probably they don't pay me enough.
Oh, yes.
She's probably saying, give her a raise,
I
guys.
second that.
Yeah.
I need one too.
So you're there and you're doing radio. Did you like radio? Did that something you wanted to do and it just didn't pay?
I loved it. I worked for WHBC, which is part of the Beaver Kettle Company in Canton. Beautiful station, one of the few places that was actually built as a radio station. So it was very cool. They had I don't know if you've seen pictures of radio stations from the 40s with the circular windows on the studio.
No.
And oh yes, just
wow.
Wonderful place to work, wonderful people. But as I said, it didn't pay the bills very well. And at the time, my wife wanted to go to graduate school. And so one of us had to get a job with some benefits. So that she could go to graduate school.
Yeah.
And so I became a police officer. And then from there.
Did you like it though? Like, okay, so I know it's available. There's the money, but it was something in you that you wanted to be in law enforcement at all. Was it?
Yes, I enjoyed being a cop. And after doing it for a while, it became a mission. Law enforcement became a mission. And so I did enjoy my time there. And it was a strange transition from going from there to being in the FBI.
And what prompted that change?
And then why is it strange?
Yeah.
Because I wasn't thinking about going to the FBI. As I said, I was very happy as a cop. And I had started going to graduate school.
Was it your wife like, we need more money? Is that what happened? She's like, it's like, I got more goals. You go get something with a better pension plan.
It was a complete accident. I was competing in the International Law Enforcement Games in Birmingham, Alabama. And there was an FBI booth. And my wife said, hey, you should go over to that booth. And so I went over and no one was there. So I just picked up the literature and I filled out what they call a pre-application. And then they sent me the full application. And then I went through phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 testing.
Wow.
I passed all those phases. And then that's when I finally sat down with my wife and said, you know what? We better talk about if this is really what we want to do.
I keep going through these phases.
I keep doing it. Yeah. They keep giving me paperwork. I fill it out and they're like, yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. So was she on board?
She was.
Yeah.
She was very much on board.
Okay.
And she was willing to travel with me because
it
was likely that they would send me somewhere else, but they just happened to send me back to my home region.
Oh, okay. So you get that. What was it like becoming a FBI agent? Like, what's the? You said there's strange. There are differences, obviously.
Yeah.
So what was that like? Getting used to that.
Well, the transition was cool. I was in awe, as you might imagine. Oh, this is the FBI.
Yeah.
And I already knew how to investigate cases, so there wasn't much of a learning curve with that. And the people who trained me and who were there were the agents who shook the hand of J. Edgar Hoover.
Whoa,
so
like the real legit. That's
really
like,
cool.
that's the history right there.
And they had all kinds of stories about Hoover, and some of it was
I've heard a lot of stories about him, so it's pretty wild.
Not those kind of stories.
Okay.
These guys were in awe of Hoover, and they would always start sentences like, if Hoover was here, this wouldn't happen here.
Really? Oh, wow. Okay. Well, he's not. Okay.
Yeah,
no.
so it's my turn.
So you're there. You said you already have the background, know how to investigate, but what were some of the differences then?
Well, the differences were that the investigations were much more entailed, much longer investigations, especially when I moved out of the violent crime squad to the organized crime squad.
So you're like investigating the mob?
Yes, the organized crime squad. Actually, before I got there, they completely destroyed the Cleveland mob.
Wow.
So I investigated an organized crime organization that had a drug, robbery, and prostitution wing, and was able to take them down.
You took them down?
Yes, and I did
single-handedly.
Well, it's not single-handedly, but I did do what we call an undercover operation.
Wow,
and that was
that's intense.
Pretty
man.
unusual for an agent that was so.
Oh, so hold on, were you undercover?
No, I was.
Okay,
the case agent,
okay, gotcha. Okay,
I ran the undercover.
You ran that. So you told somebody you got to go undercover and kind of infiltrate.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is so dangerous. That is so crazy. Like, I've watched a lot of movies and documentaries about that.
Yeah. So hold on. Okay, I got to get this picture. No.
Oh.
So you told them, okay, you got to infiltrate. So they got to act like they're a member of this organization, like that deep, or like just adjacent to the organization.
Yeah, we normally have an in. So we normally have someone who is part of the organization that can introduce them to the organization. So you can't just go up cold and, hey, I want to be part of your
hey, guys.
Let me in the club.
Can I be in part of your club? It's like, get out of here, Fed.
Yeah, you're a rat.
Yeah.
And we had caught.
So you have a, what's it called?
What do I always say?
An informant. You have a kind of informant that's already part of it, organization.
Yes. Well, this was a cooperating witness that we had arrested for a series of bank robberies. And we thought he was just a normal run-of-the-mill bank robber.
Yeah.
And he actually escaped from the jail.
Whoa.
And was like, wow.
How did you do that?
That's crazy. A low-level bank robber escaped.
How'd you escape? Oh, because he had more connections.
When we caught him again, he told us, well, I'm actually part of this organization.
Okay.
And so in order to reduce his sentence, he cooperated with us.
Got it.
And he was able to introduce our undercover. And then we were able to take them down. They actually committed a couple of murders too.
Oh, my goodness.
We're not able to convict them of the murders. But because of all of the offenses they committed, the main guy got as much time as he would have had we convicted him of the murders.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
And how long do these, like you said, the investigation's super long, like talking like years?
Oh, yes, years.
And it's hard because you kind of just have to let them do their business, while you watch.
Yes, I mean, yes, actually, yes.
Yeah.
You have to
just like
allow them to do that.
We have to watch you mess up.
And you have to gather evidence while they do their nefarious acts.
Wow.
That's
got to be rough.
Yeah, that has to be rough. And then like, I know I have a little bit of familiarity with the FBI, and to build that case, you want to build that solid case. That's why you're waiting so long to be able to take it before a prosecutor, and you got to dot your I's, cross your T's, correct?
U.S. attorneys are very risk averse. They will not take a case unless it's a slam dunk.
Yeah.
And so if you look at them, most of them have either a 100% or 99% conviction rate.
So they want it like that. So then that's why you got to do your job to be able to, here it is. This is a slam dunk. We have him holding the gun or whatever. We have him.
And even if maybe you think you have enough, they're like, nope, we need more. And you're like, what the heck?
Exactly.
That's crazy.
And do you work closely with them to like kind of gauge on where we're at?
Very closely.
I love this.
I met with them several times a week.
Yeah.
Gee, I got to take a break right now.
We have to talk about other things.
We're going to talk about how he became an author as well. But
so interesting.
Geez, Talon's looking at me like, come on. No,
Are we going to break, Johnny?
All right. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to find out how he transitioned into an author and when and where he's going to be for that book signing. We're going to do that right after this. You're listening to What's Up Yuma Radio right here on 94.7 KOFA Border Radio.
Today is Giving Tuesday, an international day intended to unleash the power of radical generosity. Inspiring a world built on shared humanity and generosity, this day highlights opportunities to benefit others locally.
Today, please consider supporting KAWC and Border Radio, as well as other organizations serving our community.
From KAWC, this is Siendo Primero.
Being First is a program created by students for students.
My name is Ajay Bárcenas.
And my name is Evelyn Garcia. Here we will share stories, information, and voices that connect with students' life.
Cada sábado les traeremos un nuevo tema directamente a tus oídos.
This show is available as a podcast or online. Just search kawc.org under the shows tab. A new vision with the same mission: to give students a voice.
Cool, dry weather continues today in Yuma. We expect a sunny day with an afternoon high of 70 degrees. Winds out of the north at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Clear skies tonight with a low around 46 in Kingman. Increasingly cloudy today with a high expected of 59 degrees. Clear skies tonight with a low around 36. In Prescott, it's sunny with a high expected of 55. Cloudy skies tonight, then becoming clear with a low of 30 degrees. In Flagstaff, it's cloudy and breezy with a high near 49 degrees. The evening low is 22.
What's up, Yuma? Welcome back to What's Up, Yuma Radio. We are here talking to Alan Grimes, who spent 20 years in the FBI and now is an author. So 20 years, did you feel at the end of 20 years it was time to retire?
Yes, and also the FBI has a rule that you have to retire at 57.
Oh,
Gotcha.
wow.
Oh.
Like
So
you
it wasn't
cannot work
quite
past
57,
that
but it's
age.
close. Yes,
And why?
So-
It's such a random age. Why 57?
because it's such a stressful occupation that a lot of people, unfortunately, in long-term law enforcement, take their own lives.
That is so
So,
true.
yeah,
Yeah.
they-
They want to stop that.
So you mentioned law enforcement. So that happens in the FBI as well?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Man, you guys see some
Gotcha.
crazy stuff.
Yeah. So your 57th birthday's coming up, and you're planning your retirement. The thought of writing about some of the things you've seen in a different way, right? However, in fiction, was that always in the back of your head? Like, I can do this?
So everyone says you became a writer, you became an author. I was always an author. I was an author who was a college student. I was an author who was a cop. I was an author.
I love that.
So,
okay, thanks
not
for
something
setting
that I
me
became.
straight. I just got set straight by
He's
a
all,
former.
excuse me.
Listen here, Bucko.
I was always a writer.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so that was always a part of your.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. And were you writing the whole time?
Yes.
Oh, cool. So it just took a while. And then now, like, you retired, you have the time.
See, I could never be an FBI agent. I didn't do enough research to find out that he was always writing. So yeah, they would not hire me.
There's a lot of stuff we don't know about Alan.
But so you're always writing. Then did you like, when I retire, I want to kind of focus on this more, or what?
Well, I was writing mostly short stories when I was an FBI agent because there wasn't the time to devote to
Like a
novels
novel, yeah.
because that's,
Were you publishing these?
Yes.
Oh,
okay.
cool.
Where would you publish these short stories?
In magazines,
Nice.
horror magazines mostly.
Okay.
Sometimes sci-fi magazines.
Yeah.
No, so you mentioned the two genres. Which one is more your genre?
You mean between short
Horror
stories?
horror and
sci-fi.
sci-fi.
Horror.
Horror.
Yeah, me too. I love those.
You love horror. Oh,
Me too.
wow. That's cool. Yes.
You're on the right show.
Yo también in Spanish. Me too. Seriously. I used to love writing. Like I was a big fan as a kid, Edgar Allan Poe and stuff like that. And I was just captivated by my grandpa gave me a book. And so I was like, maybe I could do this. So so you were writing short stories, horror the whole time, getting them published in magazines.
Yes.
Yeah. Like Fangora or anything like that, or
No, none of the big magazines that you would have heard of. There,
okay.
One was Stygian Vortex Publications. Another one's Lords of Eternal Darkness, Potpourri, things like that.
Okay.
But probably not one of the really big ones that you would think of.
Okay, but no, you're getting published. You're
yeah.
doing it, and then so then you retire, and then you kind of say, okay, now I can write a longer story. That this thing that's been brewing inside of me, I could release this.
Almost exactly. I had written a short story a long time ago called When the Lantern Swings, about our experience at Lake Hope State Park and an actual legend of a railroad worker who was killed 100 years ago. So I wrote that during our honeymoon 38 years ago. And it's been bothering me the entire time.
Wait, you wrote it on your honeymoon?
Yes.
With your wife?
Yes.
We're not going to get into that, Ronnie.
She's like, let's go do something. You're like, I have to write. That's so crazy.
But it's kind of
right.
That's right.
But here's the thing with writing, and I know, like you said, you said bothering you, but like it's something in you that needs to be manifested and get into the world.
It has to come out.
Yeah.
It has to come out, and that's the way my stories come to me. It'll be something, and it'll keep nagging at me, and so okay, I have to write this because it won't leave me alone. And so I expanded it into a novel and published it in 2024, and that was When the Lantern Swings.
Yeah.
Are you a self-publisher, or do you have
that was published by a traditional publisher called
Cool.
New Link, which is a division of Mystic Publishing.
Okay.
So were you able, what was that like, navigating that to find a publisher? Did you have like somebody that actually helped you with the editing and everything as well, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It's never a good idea to edit your own.
I've talked to different authors and they kind of talk about like first getting their manuscripts back with all the red lines and all the stuff they have to change. Like that's a blow to your ego.
Yeah.
You know, but it's like, is there a different way you can phrase this, or maybe we need to do that? Was that the situation?
Yes, of course, it's all electronic now, but yes, it's a relationship back and forth with your editor.
Yeah,
and they'll suggest changes, and you'll either approve or reject the changes.
Okay.
So that's your book. Is that the one you're going to be signing at the book signing?
I'm actually going to be signing two.
Okay.
I have the sequel out now called When the Pieces Fall.
Wow.
Oh, okay. So this is you said a sequel, so it's a part 2. Did part 1 always leave off with that part 2?
Yes.
So this was a planned sequel.
Yes. At the end of part 1, they leave their jobs and they come to Yuma, Arizona.
Oh, Yuma's in it.
Yes.
Oh, very cool. So when is your book signing?
Book signing is December 20th at the Foothills Library from 2 to 3 p.m.
Okay.
Wow.
And I just got to talk about horror. So did you always like horror as a kid? Did you read?
Me too.
What about movies? Were you like a horror movie fan?
I was always a horror fan, movie
Do you like
fan.
Stephen King?
Like,
I love Stephen King.
So are you watching
I love
Welcome to
Dean
Derry?
Koontz. Yes, we
Me
started.
too. I've seen every episode.
Did you? I saw the first one. I'm like, what is
isn't it
this?
crazy?
It's so crazy.
It starts off with a bang.
Yeah,
holy
like
moly.
why is this baby doing all this stuff in this car?
I know.
So give me some of your favorite authors and movies real quick.
Dean Koontz, Stephen King, as we mentioned, Jeremy Bates.
Okay, I haven't heard of him. So
he's another good one.
Okay, what about movies? What are some good horror movies?
Movies, I love the Conjuring universe.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I need to watch the new one. It's now on HBO Max. It's on my list. I've seen everyone.
You like it because it's kind of based off of a true story, or
Yes.
Yeah.
And also, especially the Curse of La Llorona.
I saw that one too.
That one, and I don't usually become frightened.
Yeah.
That one scared me.
Oh, very
I grew
cool.
up being terrified of that woman. Yeah, my uncles would be like, "Watch out, she's gonna get you."
In my family, it was something called the Kukui, but
Yeah, like something like that.
Yeah. So give me another one, another movie.
Another movie, I like traditional horror movies like the Universal Dracula.
Oh, old school.
Love it.
Yeah,
One of the
yeah.
best movies ever.
Did you
made.
like the Vincent Price stuff too, like House on Haunted Hill or whatever?
I like that. My wife is more into the Vincent Price.
She's a fan too.
I love that. My husband hates scary movies. I'm like, I have to watch this alone.
Yeah.
He will not watch it. I know.
Oh man. So this is so cool. We're best friends now. I didn't know if you know that. We're all good.
You're
best
probably one of the coolest people I've ever met.
Yeah.
Like, I am in awe. But I want to know real quick, your first book, how was it received?
It did very well. What they call, I would say, a cult following.
Mhm.
Not a bestseller, but it
Wow.
sold pretty well.
Awesome.
And it's still selling. It has outsold my sequel thus far. But now my sequel I did self-publish.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay.
Because you get to keep more of the
Yeah, more money. Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm making more money from my sequel, but my first one,
Yeah.
I'll
Probably
sold.
pushed a little more.
And did coming out with the sequel, did that help raise the first one? Like, okay,
Oh,
I
I
better
bet.
go read the first one
That's
now.
right.
that-
Yes, people did go
Yeah.
back to, and everyone was saying when I finished the first one. Is there going to be another one? Is there a sequel?
Oh, I love it.
Oh, wow. That is so cool. So how do we find out more online?
You can go to Amazon.com or my website, which is ghosttrain.press.
Awesome.
Ghosttrain.press. And any hopes for another book? You got something else brewing inside you that needs to get out?
Yes, I'm working on number 3.
Wow.
Right now, I conceive of a 5-book series.
Wow. I'm excited. For
Wow.
you.
Okay. And it's all there somewhere, right? It's
Yep.
just kind of brewing.
Just has
And
to
it's
come
like,
out.
and you said the number 5. So there's something in there that's like,
right.
I need to end here, but it's going to take us a while to get there.
Yes.
So cool.
I'm happy.
Yeah. Thank you for coming on. I wish the show was longer today.
know.
We could talk
I wanna
forever.
talk more FBI
but
stuff.
Yeah, we'll get you back on. Good luck at your book signing.
Yes.
Thank you.
And with that, What's Up Yuma Radio is a production of KAWC, Colorado River Public Media. We broadcast from the studios in the Matador Activity Center at Arizona Western College in Yuma. We want to thank our engineer, Talon Gonzalez, along with Anthony Hernandez, Juan Garcia, Dave Reek, and Cecilia.
And you can find out more about KAWC at kawc.org, on Facebook at KAWC Radio, and on the KAWC app. And stay tuned following our program for KOFA Midday Music.
And on tomorrow's program, we're going to have Arlene from formerly First Bank Yuma. We're going to talk about that change, as well as Bruna. You know how to say that name?
Wait, I think you're reading the wrong day.
Did I read the wrong day?
Yeah, tomorrow's Wednesday the 3rd, right?
Oh,
it's
okay.
Tom Rush and Tad Zavotsky.
There we go. Yeah, I did read the wrong day. Tom Rush. Yeah, he's going to get mad at me.
And you can listen to the podcast version at kawc.org/podcast/What's Up Yuma Radio, and email us at whatsupyumaradio@gmail.com.
All right. Thank you again.
Thanks,
so I
Alan.
appreciate it. I'm definitely going to go get those books.
too.
So I love horror. Yeah, we should start a club and all be friends. I'd like that.
What's Up Yuma with Johnny Porter is sponsored by Yuma and Imperial Valley Wealth Management, offering solutions for those who value financial planning. YIVWM.com.
Thanks for listening to KOFA Yuma, whether it is on the radio at 94.7 FM or 1320 AM, or on your smartphone with the KOFA app, or on your computer at kawc.org. We are glad you have chosen us.
Organist Ji-Sun Lee will be performing as part of the St. Paul's Concert Series at 5 p.m. on Sunday, December 28th at St. Paul's Episcopal Church. Lee has performed concerts in Korea, the United States, Brazil, and Italy, exploring the instrument's range, including classical repertoire and world ethnomusic. More at stpaulsyuma.org.